Hello everyone and welcome to my reaction to Jujutsu Kaisen chapter 245. We're back from break. It's time to see what awaits us in this week's chapter. So, like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'd like to try and hit at least 100 likes on this week's review, or this reaction. And without any further ado, let's get right into the chapter, shall we? As we see here, yet again, we're cutting away from the fight with Sukuna, but not as far away this time. We're getting to see the fight between Uraume and Hakari, which is one everyone's been really excited to see. Now, I'm very excited about this fight for two reasons. One, we finally get to see a full showcasing of what Uraume is capable of, you know, with an actual, fight, instead of just doing crowd control, stopping someone from fighting Sukuna. A real fight with Uraume. The other reason is that we get to see Hakari go up against someone whose curse technique I would say is probably a good counter against him. We'll see how exactly it works out. But the ice powers that Uraume has don't necessarily have to damage him, so they don't really have to worry much about his regeneration unless it, heats him up and he just melts out of the ice. He can still break out of it and stuff, but it'll be interesting. I got split up with Sukuna-sama. Outside of the battle with Sukuna, the Flaming Gambler, Hakari versus Ice Star Uraume. Chapter 245, Inhuman Makio Shinjuku Battle, Part 17. Oh, Frostcalm! We're calling down another fucking... another glacier right in the sky. How nice. Let's see here. Oh. OP scans. Oh, it's you fuckers. You guys. Well, I was told that this time around the translation was decent. So, we'll see. Yeah. Frostcalm is the essence of ice formation, which adds extra frozen curse damage to a target. Oh, man. Hakari, you've been caught there. See, so what? It's, it just fucking freezes everything. Grabs Hakari, and then goes and punches through the ice. What will that have accomplished? It's gonna blow his fucking arm off. It's over. Well, this exact same thing happened previously. If Hakari's already in jackpot, it's not over. Yeah, no the fuck it isn't. It grabs Uraume by the fucking face, smashes them down through a building. Uraume is doing something else now. Ooh, they're forming like an ice sphere. His healing speed is extraordinary. In that single aspect, he surpasses Sukuna-sama and Gojo Satoru. Yeah, he is the best healer. He is the one guy whose whole gimmick is I'm fucking unkillable when I get a jackpot. So Uraume throws that icicle right through his gut. But he just keeps going. He don't care. He's regenerating. He doesn't stop. This guy. Well, he goes in. He lands a kick on Uraume's side. They grab it. They freeze his leg. It, breaks off. But he just regens through it and kicks Uraume in the face. That's pretty good. Alright. Never mind, Uraume. You're, Well, at least so far, your technique is not actually a great counter to Hakari. At the very least, not the way you're using it, because you're using it to damage him. And that's pointless. There goes my shoe. What a shame. Damage to Hakari's drip. That's tragic. I'm refreshing my cognition. Modern sorcerers have the mind of trying to be human. They tell themselves not to break things. To keep their human nature, while their ability grows inside them. But that human nature is the weakness of fearing loneliness. Oh my god, I just talked about that in that video I recorded today. What do you know? What's going on? Did you freeze pipes? It looks like we've got geysers bursting out of the ground. Burst the pipe by freezing it. Yeah. Oh, that's clever. You don't have it. So I'm changing my cognition. That's weird. Perception. I won't regard you as human. I'm crushing you. Uraume forms a giant ice ball behind them. Like one of the ones they put in drinks. human nature. Is it trending or something? I just heard something like that from my kohai too. He's an insidious kohai, but he's a guy that says things and does things when it matters. I'm fascinated by him. Are you talking about Yuta? Oh my god, I also talked about that in that video I recorded today. What do you know? I'm already getting fired up. Get me freezing. On October... Oh, we're back in the court case. On October 31st, 2018... Yuji Itadori is suspected of committing mass murder in Shibuya. He didn't do it. The confession he made in the second trial was false, which came from his sense of responsibility. The judgment knows everyone in the domain. The true criminal is you, Ryomen Sukuna. It's fucking... There's something so silly about him standing here in a courtroom like this. The only information I get shared is this proof. Final judgment depends on the proposal all three of us address. Good. The proof I got from the judgment is about Sukuna inside Itadori, just like the one before. It has his background of taking over Itadori's body and the history of his cruelty. Let me guess. Sukuna's defense is either Megumi summoned Maharaga and I had to fight it to defend myself, or Yuji was the one that decided to eat my finger. So it's his fault. The massacre in Shibuya was possible because of Sukuna's ability with curses. Unless Sukuna says he has mental issues, which lowers the criminal liability, or any acceptance that he had a loss of his mind, lacking his abilities, this proof can get the death penalty. Proof doesn't need to... You're taking so long. I already heard the rules of this domain when I was in the brat. All I'm interested in is the sword. I don't care where and what I did. Just end it already. Guilty. Judgment... that's... Oh, Sukuna! Oh, why are you so good? Bruh, I don't give a shit if you give me the death penalty. Just fucking bring it on already. Yeah, I'll plead guilty. Give me the death penalty. I want to see that sword. Judgment, their eye, opens up with so much force that the stitches burst off. Jesus Christ. Confiscation. Death penalty. Look at him smiling there. He's like, oh boy. You know, I really only thought Gojo would be the last one that would be really interesting. Now I'm gonna fight someone who can one-tap me and I can't use my technique. This should be fun. Oh god. The domain disappears. The gavel turns into the executioner's sword. Now, this was something people were wondering. Even if he can't use his technique, can he still use Kamutoke? Can he still use his cursed tool? Because if it's not confiscating his technique, or, it's confiscating his technique, what about the techniques in his curse tools? Let's see here. The sword begins to appear. He looks excited. It's the executioner's sword. Sukuna might have lost the ability to use 10 shadows from his fight with Gojo Satoru. It's most likely that the shrine will be applied for the confiscation. In a state where Sukuna can't use his curse technique, I have a sure kill sword. That thing looks really skinny now. Chance of victory emerged. There is no exception for losing this. The sorcerers from Jujutsu High will go. Higuruma, do you want to die? What do we have here? We've got Ino, we've got Chozo, and I think that's Kusakabe. These are the people we have lined up to help if Higuruma dies. Oh my, we're just fucking cycling through everyone here. Hey, Higuruma, do you want to die? Is that what you think would be the right punishment for what you did? The one who noticed that chance could be easily destroyed was Sukuna and Higuruma himself, as where are these slashes coming from? As we see Kusakabe is here behind Higuruma. Kusakabe gets in the way. I'm assuming he's blocking it a bit with Simple Domain. If the target has a cursed weapon, confiscation will be applied to the weapon instead of the cursed technique. No, it's the exact opposite of what we wanted. God fucking damn it. God damn it. Son of a fucking bitch. So what? We have the Executioner's Sword, which is good. We have that. But... Do I think this is a big ass pull? I gotta think more about it. I gotta think more. Because the thing with Higuruma's domain is that it had, like, so many factors to take into consideration. It just straight up had the opposite effect of what we thought it would be. We thought that if he has the tool, it's going to take away his power and not the cursed weapon. So then he'd be able to use Kamutoke. I mean, if it's in the sense of confiscation, I mean, I guess it makes sense that it would take away, you know, it will confiscate your tool from you. But, So we have a means to kill Sukuna now. We can kill him. As long as Higuruma hits him with the Executioner's Sword, he dies. But he's still got his curse technique. Now, we have Kusakabe here, and Kusakabe can do Simple Domain, which will be able to protect them a little bit. But, Well, I'm glad we're bringing out more people here now, because even if Higuruma's domain gave them an opportunity, I was not super hopeful that him and Yuji by themselves would just be able to defeat him. So, you know, it's gonna make a lot more sense if we just got a shitload of people in here helping out. Yeah, what did you guys think? I thought that was a pretty good chapter. Nothing too crazy, but, you know, pretty neat. So with that, that's all I've got for this week's reaction. If you guys enjoyed, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss any of my uploads. I do Jujutsu Kaisen chapter reactions and reviews every week we get a new chapter. If you enjoy discussing Jujutsu Kaisen with other people, or you just enjoy the content I produce on this channel, I highly suggest you check out my Discord server. I have a link to that down in the description. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys around. Take care.